warm welcome to Triumph Women Beating the Odds. My name is Okello Sharon Nagenjwa, the girl from Oyam. Remember, this is a show that shares stories of women who are shattering glass ceilings. How do you deal with a setback? We all go through setbacks, but how do you deal with it and come back on top? Keep watching and we'll find the answers. This week, we bring to you Dorcus Inzikuru, a renowned Ugandan track and field athlete who has left an indelible mark in the world of steeplechase running. Born on February 2nd, 1982 in Vora, Arua district, Inzikuru rose to form by clinching the inaugural world title in the women's 3,000-meter triple chase and securing the first Commonwealth title in the same event. However, her career was not without its challenges. Dorcus!
Yes, thank you.
Dorcus! Oh my God!
Thank you.
Oh God, Dorcus!
Yes.
Like every minute you're straight on the TV, you're here, you're there. Dorcus Inzikuru!
Yes,
Dorcus
yes.
Inzikuru!
Yes, that's true.
I am so happy that you're here today.
Yes.
And you're sharing your story with me. I mean, I am happy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
so Dorcus, 1 minute you're up here, then the other minute things are a bit shaky.
Yes. And you disappear.
Shaky.
You know? Thank you so much. I'm called Dorcus Inzikuru, the Golden Girl.
Yes.
The Arua Gazelle, the Ugandan Gazelle, the world. So I want to thank all of you people, all the viewers, and also listen to me, the Golden Girl. And I love you people so much, all the Ugandans, for the great support you have been doing. You did for me, and also now, very big legacy behind. And now the young Inzikurus are now coming. The young Kiprotis and also young Joshua's, the young Kiplimos. So those are the young athletes who are now upcoming. Now they are replacing our shoes. Now we are now veterans, but I'm very, very happy. I'm proud of them. So they have been improving very well. Now sports, very well is now coming and sharing Uganda on the world map. So I'm very, very happy for that. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Dorcus.
Yeah, I've been
so,
lost a little bit, but I'm still.
But you're still here.
The candle is still lighting, and the champion is a champion.
So Dorcus,
thank
take
you.
me back on your story, your triumph, and then your challenges, and then to here today.
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, the challenges we have been having. The first challenges most of the athletes they face in life is the injury. Once an athlete or the top athletes now gets injury, some injuries are simple, some are compound a little bit, and it takes lengthy. Now sometimes these athletes, if now people like us now, you get accidents and you have them maybe muscle strain or maybe bones broken, so you find it takes time.
It takes time to heal.
It takes time, and then ligaments on the joints. So if they are torn, so it becomes a very big tricky for any athlete to now to come up. So even if 7 or 8 doctors are around him or her, you find with that treatment sometimes because psychologically, let me say mentally, you feel you're okay, but in the system, the body, you find the body is still not yet recovered well. So we have been pushing that, and after then my coach said, no, I'm not damaging the leg, because if you're damaging the leg, it will become worse. The doctor said, okay, choose where either we amputate your leg or you stay with this leg, then you continue to recover slowly. So I said, doctor, no, you cannot amputate this leg unless I step down, then I'll be able to recover slowly. Then I let him look for plan B. So plan B is one. I go back to school. So then I said, okay, if it is like this night is very, very fine.
Before we go
so
back,
this injury I got before.
Before we go to plan B,
Yeah.
Dorcus, was the injury your biggest challenge in your career?
Yeah, one of the biggest. You know, when you torn a ligaments, you cannot bend the knee.
Yes.
And it is very, very difficult. So when we have been trying here in Uganda, it failed until I had to call my coach back to Italy. I said, coach, what's the way forward so that we can see how this leg can recover well? So I had to travel back to Italy. Then after Italy, then I went to London. Then after London, I went to Sydney, Australia. That's when we had almost like 4 doctors for treating this leg. Then until I said, no, taking drugs, now I get tired. Now what is the only is let me go home and get some physiotherapists for the leg. So I was very, very happy for this treatment. And they did all what they can. I was very grateful for their support. Yeah. And now the leg was not amputated. The leg is still okay. And I'm hoping to go back slowly by slowly to build. You know, when you're coming up with the sports, it's like building a house. Yeah. Start with foundation, then you also then a ring beam, then you go for roofings later.
So Dorcus, most of the times when we achieve above and beyond, and we are a household name, and a challenge like this comes into our life, we tend to withdraw, and we stay away from the public. One, we are fearing. What are they saying? Yes. How are they viewing me? Yes. We are mentally disturbed at some point. Because of, how was it for you?
You know, when you have those psychological torture sometimes, and sometimes if you don't have, now you find your good friends, sometimes can disappear. But at the end, what is only important is your faith. Once you pray to God, your life will be perfect. Two, friends are there. You keep around. And two is, you know, I stepped down a while because of the leg. The leg could not allow. Yes. And also too, then psychological, because you know, you still want to go for run. Because very many people used to see me when I'm running to Entebbe Airport. Inzikuru, they go the gun. When I ran here up to Mabira Forest with my boys, so I used to come. So when these taxi drivers say, I'm a slave, you are not seen on the road, I say, no, don't worry. I will come back. So I've been very, very quiet so that the leg can be very, very well cured. And then with the physiotherapist, also it was so fantastic, so for recovery. So a good thing I've just started the training. So 2 weeks ago now, now this 1 week, slowly by slowly, but it's going to pick up.
In your moment of withdrawal, when you sit back, and then
at the moment, the first challenge was because I was pushing hard with the coach. So coach said, okay, Dorcus, stay like 3 days. Yeah, I said, okay, 3 days.
Why were you pushing hard?
Yeah, because the World Championship was there. Olympic Games is also coming. Pressure was a little bit high. So I said, if I miss 1 day, it's like you have missed 1,000 years.
To be the one that
so we said,
fails.
Wow, I need to win again. So I could stay like 3 days. I said, but coach is over. Let me go back. Yes. Then I could not disturb a lot of pressure on doctor. I said, doctor, give me the painkiller. So all the time injecting the legs, okay? So doctor could give me injection. I go back to run in Nambole. But after 6 hours, you find the pain comes back and you cannot sleep. So it comes psychologically. It really tortured my life.
So
I could not feel comfortable. I want to come back. Yes. But you find the pain is sharp. You cannot bend, you cannot do anything. It's like as if they have put a razor blade on it, wants to cut off your leg. So, and with early morning, because our train is early morning. So with early morning, you find the pain is more.
Because the cold
is now penetrating down. So you find it's very difficult, like as if it is
Did you
ice.
feel like you were disappointing people if you don't push?
In fact, because so many people are saying, but tell them whether you come back, I could say, okay, don't worry. I'm going to come back. Don't worry. But the pain, I cannot tell people I have this pain. Only few people I tell, okay, this is the few. But the rest I know. I say, okay, I'm coming back. I'll be fine. Yes. But you find now with that depression, it becomes a little bit hard. But until I had to talk to coach, I said, coach, no, I don't need to now go too much for injection. Yes. So this painkiller every day, I don't want. If I take tablets, this diclofenac is again also. After 1 hour, the pain comes back. Then I had to look for alternative beer. I said, doctor, let me go and eat my local food. Yes. Our molokoni. You know molokoni, you have to cook. So when you cook by yourself, it becomes more sweet. Yes. So I have to prepare and then the soup, so like this.
Because they say it's good for the bones.
It's good for the bones. Okay. So I had to read all the magazines. How can you recover back naturally? So it was very, very fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dorcus, we're going to get back into that after this short break. There are moments of high and there are moments of lows, and that is just the rule of life. You will not have it high. There's always a balance. There's somewhere where you will go low. Some minutes you'll be feeling 100. but you will not stay stagnant in that one place. The question, however, is when you come low, how do you deal with it? When you go high, how do you deal with it? Because at the end of the day, you have to stay alive and you must thrive. So I don't know what situations you might be going through, but guess what? These situations happen. But how do you deal with it? How do you deal with an injury that just happens out of the blue, and yet that is your source of income? How do you deal with the pressures that come with it? The expectations, the disappointing eyes and gares that might be at you. How do you deal with your own self? How do you deal with what you feel inside, the emotional stress and the pressures that keep battling in your mind? We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back from that short break. I am Okello Sharon Nagenjwa, the girl from Oyam, and this is Triumph Women Beating the Odds. And we are still here with the legend, Dorcus Inzikuru. I mean, we go through challenges in life. We win and we lose. And you've heard the name Dorcus Inzikuru. It was a household name everywhere. But then, of course, challenges just come out of nowhere. But guess what? She is still here. And you might be going through the same challenge that she probably went through and has overcome. And here she is today to share that story. And guess what? Pick a leaf and see how to overcome whatever challenge you might be going through. Please relate. Yes. So Dorcus, we were still back on how this really disturbed you mentally. Yes.
Thank you so much. You know, the first thing is mental or psychological. You must think positive. When you are thinking everything positive, you find the life goes very, very smoothly. But once you mix positive with the negativity, you find out your life will not go perfectly.
Dorcus, let me ask a question. Sorry for cutting you short.
No problem.
While an athlete, before becoming a mother, you were winning and you were on top of your game.
Yeah.
And when you became a mother, very many people, naysayers, said a lot. Now she's become a mother, now she is, and all that stuff. Yes. Did it ever make you feel like you should not have been a woman? Did it ever make you feel like life is unfair on women?
Thank you so much. That is a very good question. You know, a mother is a mother. There's a limit for every girl child. And you find now, we women, you know, our energy, the strength is not like for men. Yes. The boy can train lengthy than the girl. But our period, you know, it's for short time. And you know, sports as well is a very short career. Yeah. So once it's very short career becomes very, very big challenging. You know, before I produced my firstborn, life was okay. Very nice, fantastic, but the challenge was injury. Because injury becomes very, very, and my training is the same like the capacity for men. Yes. And my coach had a very good, because I told my coach, no, if I want to become a champion, what can I do? Because I'm tired of standing for national anthem for other countries, especially Kenya, Ethiopia, then Russia, this other side. So I said, but coach, how? Every day I'm standing for other countries. Why not Uganda? What's wrong with Uganda? I think I can do it. Coach said, yes, you can do it. Yes. I said, how can I do? Which type of food? He said, oh, just normal. You can. What's all important is training. Yes. Because adaptation of long, bigger volume of training. Sometimes when you are not used to, it becomes a very big challenge to the bones. I got injury 2005. That's when I got the accident. Yes. Then I went back to Europe. Then I had too much nose bleeding. Yes. Then it forced me to have the surgery. Then I lost too much blood. Then now my fitness is now going back. Yes. So recovery was difficult. Yes. And I didn't have insurance to have the surgery there in the UK, in Europe. But I had to come back to Uganda. Yes. And from Uganda, then they took me to Nairobi. So I had my first surgery in Nairobi. Then second surgery again for the nose, again in Nairobi. So with that period, so when you watch 2005 World Championship Helsinki, the time when I finished, immediately I went down because I had to control the what? The nose bleeding. The nose bleeding. Yeah, so that because the nose was hot, and I was jumping also at the same time, and also the volume of training because that period we could not recover properly. Okay. So after that's
when you started to.
Yeah, after that that's when I started now feeling there is a problem in the what? In the bone. In the bone. Yeah, I said, now coach, I will not maybe this one.
Is that how you now decided it's okay to give birth?
Yeah, okay that's when I said no. Yes. So then I had to discuss and share with them. I said, no, coach, the body is not well. But now if I go back to Uganda and now doing nothing, it will be very difficult. Okay. So, and since, because all my group, most of them are married. Yes. Because most of these athletes are mostly married. They marry early, but you find now because they marry fellow athletes, some they marry who are not athletes. Yes. So if those who are not athletes, you find them, you leave them at home. But my life was quite different from others.
Then you came back home.
So when I came back home, and then thereafter, then I had to go back to school.
That was before you got pregnant?
Yes. Then I went back to school. Then after that, then I conceived. After conceiving, I also went back to school.
What were you studying?
Yeah, I was studying at my A-level. Yes, but day. Yes. There I was also expecting because I told the teacher, I said, no, I'm a mother. Yeah. So a mother must study.
Must study.
You know, then it's okay. Amazing. Then I went back to Europe. I had to run. Yeah. Because I ran 6 months with the baby. Then I started becoming heavy. But I could win my races as usual. And you have those belts. Yes. So once you put those belts, you find your body is
light.
Your stomach is flat.
Yes.
And we have, a store for women. You saw this baby was now backward.
Inside.
My back. Yeah. So heavy, but because of jumping, so it was. Then doctor said, no, I'll have internal bleeding.
Yes, you need to relax. Yes.
Because usually, most of my colleagues, when they conceive, you find 6 months, they go for cesarean.
But that was brave.
Yeah, within 2 weeks, you find the athlete, a woman is recovering. 2 weeks after the cesarean. Yes. First she goes back for running. Wow. But I chose. I said, coach, no, I need to have natural birth. Yeah. Let it stay for 9 months. After 9 months, I will know I'll come back. Yeah.
Are we still running? Are we still pushing through?
Now, since now the leg is coming better, that sports, it is in the blood. Yeah. So when something is the blood, you find you cannot avoid. So all the time you can walk a little bit, you feel like you are running. But always I encourage most of my athletes, my colleagues, I say, always stay positive.
How has going back to school helped you?
Going back to school it helped me a lot. Yes. Because I had to learn so many things. You become more knowledgeable. And also you get new friends. You create a lot of friends. You learn this new technology, social medias, So it's operating phones, that's the first thing in our lives. Yes. So something you discover new, you feel it, you love it so much. So it was very, very educative. And now, with that education, now you find now you become a mother. At the same, you become inspiring the young generations. Yes. So when you go to school, it's okay. Can you become like me, Inzikuru? You find this young going to schools, I had that tour.
Like it's not just about
the sport. Don't be there.
Yeah, I love how you say sports is a short career.
Yes, very short career. But take both. The both academics at the same time your short career, which is sports. Yes. Because when you finish up, you are continuing with what? With your education. Because education will never fade in life. Even your grandfather can go, when he's 96 years, can go back to class. Yes. So you find he goes for that e-learning. You find the grandfather, things he has never discovered will be taught from there.
Dorcus,
so it's very big.
What is the message that you have for a woman athlete out there, even the young women aspiring to become Dorcus Inzikuru?
Yes, I want to encourage all of you, never think negatively. Always think positive and work hard. Yes. Do something like the way Inzikuru has done for the country. If Inzikuru can do, why not you? Is she not a woman? Is she not a girl? She's a girl, she's a woman. She has 2 legs, she has 2 ears, she has 2 eyes, she has 2 arms, and she's very, very elegant lady. She's always thinking positive and ever smiling. And always be strong. Never lose hope or your faith. And always our God is the first priority.
Dorcus Inzikuru. Well, need I say more? Dorcus has said it all. The legend has spoken. All the advice, I hope that you relate, and I hope that you have picked a leaf from what Dorcus has shared today. Remember, do not lose hope. Secondly, you must be positive at all times. And then just one tip. Young woman, young lady, every time you enter that room, forget your weaknesses, cast them aside, enter that room like a queen, because perception is everything. What you give people is what they take. When you show them weakness, they see weakness. But when you show strength, it doesn't matter the weaknesses behind you. Strength is what they say, and they will say, that is a strong woman. So let's keep being strong women, and this is Triumph Women Beating the Odds, and my name is Okello Sharon Nagenjwa. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at Girl From Miami and at Triumph Women UG.